I might get in trouble for this one because I'm crashing the cool kids club. Cast Iron Wednesday, and really don't know the rules or how to do it or anything like that. They're just, I'm gonna cook in cast iron, and you're gonna see this video on Wednesday, so I'm gonna put the hashtag Cast Iron Wednesday on there. I'm a little afraid those cool kids, they might take me out behind the shop and give me a noogie and a wedgie. And if I do it again, they may give me a swirly. I'm a little scared, but anyway, I'm joining the Cast Iron Wednesday, hashtag Cast Iron Wednesday, because I got some cast iron I want to show to you. Hey, welcome to Big Lou Barbecue and other things I want to do. And today we're going to be using my Vollrath Ware pot. I love this thing. You've seen me use it before. I've owned it about 6 or 7 years. I believed it belonged to my stepfather's grandmother. All right, but when my mom moved in 2015, I acquired it. She hadn't been using it. I love it. You know what's a Vollrath Ware pot? It says so right there, Vollrath Ware 45. Sorry about the streaks from the lighting in the kitchen. See if we can take that glare out a little bit. Here's the bottom of it. Ain't much to look at, but sure is fun to cook in. It sure works well too. Research at the late 30s to the early 50s. World War II era is this pot. All right, Vollrath Ware, still in business, but they don't make, they make like commercial stoves and stuff for restaurants and industry and stuff. They don't do domestic stuff anymore. All right, anyway, love cooking this pot, making jambalaya stuff. And what we're gonna do today is make red skin mashed potatoes. That's not racist. That's not the ex-Washington football team. That's potatoes with red skin. Red skin potatoes. Red potatoes with the skins on. We're gonna leave the skins on when we make the mashed potatoes. You can do that when you use red or yellow ones. And what we're gonna do is the bomb. Uncle Steve's Shake, the smoke bomb. This stuff is a really good thing. I wouldn't use it for barbecue because you're already putting smoke on it. But let's say you cooking something in the house, like that fake pulled pork that people do in crock pots, use this because it's got smoke flavor in it, all right? Or you're grilling a steak somewhere, you might want to use this a little bit. We're not, we're gonna use Uncle Steve's thick meat on our sirloin that we grill in our Lodge skillet. When I bought that Lodge skillet, it was called Lodge Logic. That was their brand of seasoned cast iron when they still sold non-seasoned cast iron. So, thing's 15 years old or something, and I never sanded it, but it's got a smooth bottom because I use it all the time, all right? Anyway, we're gonna put a sirloin steak in that, and we're gonna make red skin mashed potatoes. Let me show you what's in them, and we'll get this going. Thanks for watching the Big Lou Barbecue. All right, this is what we're gonna use. This many potatoes. I got a scientific reason for choosing this many potatoes, and that's how many were left in the bag. I've got a brand new bag over there I could open up, but this is just the right amount, so we're gonna leave that bag for another round of red potatoes, mashed potatoes. All right, you're gonna need a can of mushroom soup and as much Uncle Steve's smoke bomb as you want. We're gonna season to taste. Look, when you're following a recipe, it's your baby. You spank it. You want it to taste like this or that, put what you want to in it. I'm telling you though, you want that smoke flavor from Uncle Steve's. How much? That's up to you. All right, and I'm probably gonna add a little bit of salt too, because this does not have as much salt as maybe some of his other rubs. I may add a pinch of salt. All right, and you're gonna need some Clover Valley brand butter. Yeah, Clover Valley brand. I'm gonna use about that much of it. It's got a little thing on here, so that's what, 2 tablespoons? Yeah, 2 tablespoons, right? We'll use that much. All right, Clover Valley brand butter. Anyway, that's what we're gonna put in it. Next time you see it, these potatoes will be all cleaned and cut up. Hopefully that's enough water to cover the things. You say, well, it's brown. That's because I dissolved 3 of these Clover Valley bouillon cubes in there. This is a beef flavor. And so I put 3 bouillon cubes in there and dissolved them for the most part. There's a few little chunks right there, but they'll dissolve as this boils. And I may add just a little bit more water to cover it, but let's go ahead and turn the stove on and bring this to boil. You know how to boil potatoes. Of course, we are going to cover it with the Vollrath lid. All right, I'm also cooking this sirloin steak in this Lodge cast iron pan. When I bought this, it was the seasoned Lodge called Lodge Logic. And they don't call it Lodge Logic anymore. But anyway, we're going to flip it over. Just like that, flip this little, that's part of the tri-tip, if I understand it right. Look at the puff on that part. Woo! All right. Now, what I did with this steak is I trimmed some of the fat off, and before I put that steak in there, I put some of that fat down in there like that. We're gonna make some gravy with this steak. Uncle Steve's thick meat is on this steak. That's right, you can use Uncle Steve's thick meat on thin meat, like this little 1.5 inch rib sirloin I got. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm watching Mr. Cast Iron right there. Check his channel out. He's the one who invited me to do Cast Iron Wednesday. If y'all keep me out of the Cool Kids Club, it's him right there that you need to get, all right? All right, my steak's done, and I'm working on a gravy with the drippings. And you see when they're mushy like that, it's time to take them. When they fall apart, it's time to take them out of here. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick this pot up, I'm gonna go over to the sink, and I'm gonna put it in this thing that some people call a colander, some people call it a strainer. Looks like this right here. It's a bowl with holes, so I call it the whole bowl. We're gonna drop them in the whole bowl, all the water is gonna come out. We're gonna have the potatoes, and then I'll put them back in this pot, and I'll meet you back over here at the counter where we mash them. All right, I got that about medium well. I was looking for medium. I might have overdone it a little bit, but I tell you what, the steak's gonna be pretty good anyway. I overdid it because I was making an Uncle Steve's Cast Iron Wednesday video with potatoes, and I was watching Mr. Cast Iron at the same time, making a video. Should have been paying attention to my cooking. All right, there's the Vollrath Ware pot, and here is the potatoes. You see, they kind of got that tit to them because we boiled them in that bouillon. That's what bouillon means in French. It's a fancy word for boil. Now, I might get kicked out of the Cool Kids Club again because I don't have a cast iron bowl hole. All I got is this aluminum bowl hole. And so they might take me back behind the gym or into the boys' room and give me a swirly in Cast Iron Wednesday. Now, you see those potatoes? We're gonna mash them here in just a minute, but we gotta put some stuff in them. First thing I gotta do is open that soup can. All right, got the soup can open, and we're gonna just get these out of here. Get all that soup right on out of there like that. Boom, boom. Get it all. Get on after it. All right, soup's in there. Now, that right there. Yep, I think just a good layer of it. Don't need a lot. Now, there was some salt in that bouillon, so I'm probably not gonna add salt. I'll taste them after I mash it, and if I think it needs salt, then I'll add a little bit more. It is the first ingredients in here, but it's not as salty as some of his other rubs. All right, so there we go like that. Now, we just get the mashing. Just get the skin on mashed potatoes. You can do that with red potatoes or the yellow ones. Don't try it with like russets or something, because that brown skin on potatoes is nasty if it's in mashed potatoes. Tastes like straps of leather in there, but this is pretty good. So we just get the mashing. All right, these are all mashed up and smooth like that, but they have those red skins in there. Now, these are gonna be some of the best mashed potatoes you ever had. If you never put mushroom soup in mashed potatoes before, or beef bouillon, tell you what, they're good. And all you gotta do is just top them with a pat of butter. That'll be fine. You could top these with cheese or cheese whiz or something if you wanted to. I'm gonna be topping it with that gravy we made from this sirloin drippings in the skillet. That's one of the advantages of cooking a steak like a sirloin in the skillet. You ain't gotta fire up the charcoal, and you get gravy with it, all right? Anyway, and we're gonna make some jalapeno bread. Let me show you my jalapeno bread toaster. Got gravy for the top of those potatoes. And right here, this is my jalapeno bread toaster. It's made by Griswald. It's hot, so don't you touch it. Don't touch this, it's hot, because I'm getting ready to toast some bread in it. Look at that, Griswald. Wooden handled Griswald too. It's a jalapeno bread toaster. What we're gonna do, we're gonna throw some butter in it, just like this right here. Boom. A little bit more butter in it, just like that right there. We're gonna get it going all around my toaster. Probably got this pan too hot for toast now because I've been doing video and stuff. And we're gonna drop some jalapeno bread in there. You know why it's jalapeno bread? It's got jalapeno and cheese on it. Just like that. Toast this bread up. It's gonna be good. Even toast the end piece, the heel. All right, there's my plate. That Griswold toaster does a good job on jalapeno toast, French bread toast, any kind of toast you want. French toast too, not just French bread toast. All right, so scoop up some gravy. Just put it on those potatoes right like that. It's taste test time, y'all. That's my meal. All right. Not about the steak or the jalapeno bread. I didn't make it anyway. I bought it at the store, right? But it's about the potatoes. So that's what we're gonna taste test, all right? Now, these potatoes were good before. With just salt and pepper or some Cajun Creole seasoning or something, or the Uncle Steve's spicier. I've put that in there before. But that smoke bomb in here, oh, they go from good, jump over better, and go straight to best. Yeah, that's good. I love skin on mashed potatoes when I make them with red potatoes. Don't bother peeling them. Just do it like that. Fantastic potatoes. Hey, thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue. I'm probably going to get kicked out of the Cool Kids Club because, you know, anyway, I tried to do a cast iron Wednesday and I cooked it inside and I wasn't out in the middle of the woods and, you know, oh well. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching Big Lou Barbecue.